Alright, guys, finally, welcome to another, I wouldn't say episode of Telling Podcast of Flesh. This is another commentary, which we haven't done in a while, but this is Corey's script.
This BDG reviews.
And unfortunately, Will couldn't join us, which we had planned, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We decided to do, as you already know by clicking on the video, we're doing a commentary on Halloween Resurrection. I mean,
Otherwise known as the only movie where a dude tries to kung fu Michael Myers.
yeah. And this is highly regarded as the worst one in the series by pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it'd be fun to do a commentary on it. It's one of those movies where I try to like it every time I see it. Like,
Yeah.
I want to like it. Like, I like the way Michael Myers looks in this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
I like the modern premise of it. It's
Yeah.
just, there's a lot of things that don't work about it. And even the cast, well, we'll get into it while we're watching it, but
Yeah, for sure.
we're both watching the Scream Factory edition of this, so...
Yep. So if you feel like playing along, there you go.
Yep. But yeah, so let's hit play on this so we can
Okay.
talk about it while we're watching it. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
Is your Miramax screen just showing up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that I get the feeling that when they made this movie, they made it purely to keep the rights.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And the fact
You know,
that even looking at this Dimension logo, you could tell this was
Yeah.
just because Scream was huge.
yeah.
Even by looking
It
at it,
was
I
like-
always like seeing Mustafa Akkad's name.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, of course there was. I don't know. I haven't watched the original of this in a while, but there was some controversy with these sets that originally they released. When part one came out, they had it said like Miramax presents or something. They took off the Mustafa Akkad, and his family was pissed.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah, and they fixed it in all the subsequent releases, but I don't know.
Tyra Banks. Oh my god.
I know it's like totally. It was something along the lines of like she had like a contract to do a movie, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna put her in this.
Yeah. It's
Because she totally called it in.
yeah. Would you consider this like the urban Halloween? Because you got
It's
her and Busta Rhymes, and I think there's even another black person.
Yeah, the guy who's like a chef or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as close as you're gonna get to Michael Myers in like the hood.
Yeah. I always
You
thought
know.
of this as like the more urban version. Even the cover. I mean, you have a majority black cast. Oh,
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein. It's always a treat seeing his name up there.
Yeah. Man, I've been hearing some stuff recently. I mean, not about like all the sexual stuff with him, but like what's his name who did Old Boy, Park Chan Wook.
Oh yeah.
He did that movie Snowpiercer.
Oh, he did that movie?
I think so. Yeah. Well, him or someone like that. The guy who did Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
He was saying, Harvey Weinstein used to keep coming in and giving him all these like notes, like let's do such a thing this way or do such a thing this way, and like at one point he had some scene in it that he wanted to keep in, and Harvey was like, no, we'll get rid of that. So he just fed him some bullshit line. He's like, I put that in like because of my father or something, and he's like, well, family's family, so they left it in, but it was a complete lie.
Wow. Yo, I gotta
so
say, this is one of the worst intros. I hate this intro to a movie.
It is. Well, I mean, the problem is you get. Again, this was obviously corrected with the new Halloween, but this doesn't feel like the same Laurie Strode character.
No, not at all.
She's so broken and so.
Well, wasn't she under contract to do this, and she said, "Kill me off right away"?
I think so. Yeah.
So
I
she
think
had
originally, No, she was just like, let's get this done and get out of there.
Yeah, she had no interest in doing this movie at all.
No, well, I get it. I mean,
What'd you think
I
when
have
you
to,
first saw that twist there?
when I first saw, you mean
Like
from
the first
H2O?
time when this came out, no, not what H2O,
Oh,
but when you first realized that wasn't Michael Myers.
well, I kind of thought that was going to be the case.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you can't kill Michael Myers. Let's be honest. He's the franchise. Um, but I thought it was a clever way to go about it. The
yeah,
fact that Michael like actively, like does something to this guy's throat so that he can't speak.
yeah,
You know, and I just love it. The fact he's walking away with like a knife and everything, and no one thinks to stop. Like, hey, look, there's a paramedic walking out with a big butcher knife.
yeah,
You know, I also think it would be a bit harder to get that mask off than just to pop the head out.
yeah. Yeah. This
And when all
black
said
woman
and done,
here.
yeah,
I've seen her and stuff. I can't think of what though.
I don't know. I think she's one of those like working actors essentially. Like they're constantly in things, but nothing really.
Yeah, she
That
looks like the
jumps out?
female version of oh my god, what's the guy's name from Rob Zombie's Halloween who's taking a dump or whatever? And
Oh, Ken Furry.
yeah, doesn't she look like a female version of him?
Yeah, she does. Oh man. Yeah, this is one of those movies that was like, oh, like a real. And that there, she hadn't spoken a word in years. So how long is she supposed to have been in here?
Yeah, well, a long time. I mean, you see the hair and stuff. I like too.
I
I don't know
know.
if you saw it, but there was like a crumbled up picture of her son or whatever taped to the wall.
Yeah, that's kind of good. I mean, I dig stuff like that,
Yeah,
just little shout outs to other movies to the other parts of the series that aren't overt. I just love this. No one thinks to like look in the back of the doll or anything. And it's
Just
so
filled.
loaded with pills. I mean, you would have thought by now she'd found a way to get rid of those pills, but
oh yeah.
man. And also, it's a sort of. And now, where do you think he got that mask?
I don't know. I love like how the mask changes though every single movie.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish there was a logic behind it.
Yeah, I do think though that H2O and Resurrection have the
Mhm.
best mask since part one.
I really dig them.
Although I have to
They're
say I like part six's mask too, actually a lot.
yeah, Part Six's mask is good, but my only gripe with Part 7 is that CG mask that
Oh
comes
yeah,
up.
that was so stupid.
Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible.
I don't get
I
it.
mean, I mean there must have been easier ways. Like what? You couldn't reshoot that one scene with the proper mask.
I was gonna say it probably cost more to do the CGI version of it.
Yeah, especially now. I mean, when did that one come out? This
98?
came out. Yeah, so 998. So it wasn't exactly like cheap to do CG back then.
Doesn't this guy almost remind you of Clown from Slipknot?
Very much so. I mean, honestly, I kid you not, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the mask that Clown's mask was designed off of.
Yeah,
I
but
don't- I
even
don't
the
mean that
stature of
one
that guy and
particular.
everything.
Yeah. Man, I just love this, the fact that, they're like, yeah, I put Harold in his room, and it's like, Michael Myers looks nothing like Harold. Harold's like this short little, like, kind of round guy, and Michael Myers kind of tall and
Yeah,
big looking.
that's the only saving grace for this movie is stuff like that. Just seeing him lurking.
Yeah. See, that's the sort of thing I wish they do more of. It's something I've always liked about the Michael Myers character. I love this also. They're trying to go find like a guy that's like escaped or whatever, and he's like, oh, I'll just get some chips.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and you would think, Harold, what are you doing down here? It's like, it's not Harold. It doesn't look a thing like Harold.
You think it's badass though that patient spewing off all the serial killer facts or whatever?
I thought that was kind of neat. I mean, it was a neat way also. I like what Michael does in this. You know, usually I kind of dig like the whole like almost like force of nature Michael.
Yeah.
But I like in this where you see him thinking. He's there and he's like, okay, well this guy likes people like me. I'll give him my knife.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I thought
so
that was badass.
Yeah, they'll end up blaming him.
Yeah, it actually made him smart.
Yeah, you know, well, I don't know whether smart would be the word, but at least, you know, intellectual enough that he realized, and I love this, you know. It's like, I'm going to look in here.
You know what's weird about this movie? I've seen it so many times, but there's so much I forget, like, every time.
Yeah. And that's a shot
Yeah,
right out
I
of,
love that shot from H2O.
Yeah. I mean, it's
That
the thing
one-armed.
Yeah. I just love that he had the time to cut his head off and put it in the dryer, you know, and then pull himself up and and there we go.
Yo, that mask
himself
though
up and-
looks so good. Like, it's just something about it in this movie. It seems more high end, like the look of it.
Yeah.
Like it's almost shiny and everything, kinda.
Yeah. Going back to the mask, that's one thing I always dug about in part 4, where you see him getting a new mask.
Yeah.
You know,
at
it's
the
something
store, I
that-
thought that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it gave a reason why, kind of like why the mask wasn't the same.
Yeah. Isn't it
I love
bizarre
this.
too that like this dude, he's obsessed with killers in a asylum? It's like, but they let him have all
Just
this.
run around free.
Yeah, and they let him have all this stuff hanging in his cell and everything.
Yeah. I
you gotta-
think
Do you think Rob Zombie took that whole thing from this? You know how, remember Michael Myers' room and it was just covered in masks? And that killer there had a ton of masks hanging on his wall? That's
it
so
could
stupid,
definitely-
dude.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. Him headbutting a door in half, like, dude.
I know. Well, it's this sort of thing. I mean, I mentioned it. I did a review for Halloween 4 the other day, and I sort of mentioned it in there. With part 4, he sort of became almost like, you know, like inhumanly strong.
Yeah.
Up until that point, he'd been just kind of like a normal guy that could, you know, yeah, he could take a hit, but, you know, he was still a normal guy. Then after that, he started, you know, headbutting doors and pushing his thumb through people's foreheads and stuff.
What do you think of his hair in this one?
I don't.
It almost looks like a surfer bro or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it looks totally different than what it was in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like in the hallway, it was all Eric Andre'd out and crazy. Now it's all slicked back.
Yeah, there's a bit of continuity errors with the mask
I
in this
just
movie.
noticed that.
Yeah. and the fact of the matter is this always kind of gets me. I mean, there's no way that she could confuse this for someone else.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got a knife. He's slashing at shit. There's blood on the knife. It's obviously Michael Myers.
You know what's crazy too is she doesn't go to like. She could just go to a guard and they'd see she's not crazy.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Hey, look." Well, then again, Michael's pretty much dealt with the guards, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, like, look there. It's a bloody butcher knife. It's so obviously Michael Myers. You know, if you were an innocent person, like, stuck in the mask or whatever, you wouldn't be carrying around his knife with you.
Yeah. Now she's all.
know-
Yes. This movie has suffered of just stupidity.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have preferred it, honestly, if they'd left this entire plot out.
Yeah, if they just started with the kids and all that, and like
Yeah.
this intro kills it for me, dude.
I know.
The only saving grace is that mask, dude. It's almost perfect.
Yeah, it almost feels like this should have been like an after the credits scene on H2O.
Yeah.
You know, I could have worked with that much better than this. But yeah, it's like this. Like, would she? At
what do you
this
think?
Point,
yeah.
You'd cut the rope. You'd let him drop.
What do you think of the transfer here?
For the most part, it's pretty decent. I mean, I noticed on the menu that there was a lot of grain and everything, but so far I haven't really seen any in this. I also love this. You know, she doesn't even know what he looks like. Like, I'll pull off your mask. Like, okay.
And then how would she know? Yeah.
She saw him once for like 10 seconds in like 1977.
Yeah, and shouldn't he have like a bummed eye or whatever?
Yeah. Now, the picture quality kind of dropped right there.
Yeah, you see a lot of grain now.
Oh yeah. I don't get it. Like, how can it be like good up on the roof and then here it's not?
Just different lighting,
I guess. And it's such
that fall is, oh my god,
oh yeah,
dude. Like it's Lord of the Rings or something, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
And even the CGI of the trees, or like, dude.
Okay, and I'm gonna make an argument here. That fall I don't think it would have been enough to kill her.
No, that fall reminded me of something from like
seriously injured, but you know,
the way she fell almost reminded me of like a Final Fantasy character or something.
Yeah, for sure. And the funny thing is, if this had been a Rob Zombie movie right now, he'd have like slaughtered everyone in the entire.
Oh yeah, this reminds me so
asylum.
much of Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. If I was in Asylum though, this would be my homie right here though.
Oh yeah.
He looks like Gacy too, dude.
He does. I love that he just knows everybody's shit, you know?
Yeah, that room is actually cool for an asylum there.
Yeah. He must have been like a low risk.
If you notice, see the painting there on the wall there, it's that Eileen Wuornos or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know that female killer from Florida?
Yeah.
I just now noticed that's who that was. Then this hallway reminds me of exactly of Halloween Part 6.
Yeah, definitely. I just wonder now, like, you know, what does he do when it's not Halloween?
I don't know.
Suppose he just lives his life somewhere?
Yeah, that's the sequel I want.
Yeah, it's like September 1st or something.
And we're just now getting the credits. I'm curious how far in that was. Because that's what I think I remember not liking about it, was just how long that intro was.
Yeah, well, it's nearly 20 minutes in. We're 17 in, so...
Yeah. It's almost hitting Friday the 13th territory.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, honestly, I didn't like that title sequence right there.
That generic-ass title?
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't even use the proper Halloween font?
I know. That chick right there in the sweater looks like Britney Spears.
Yeah, she kind of does. And here we have diverse university campus.
Oh yeah, I always like these the college scenes in '90s and early 2000s movies.
Yeah.
But who is this? Is this any? I've never seen her in anything besides this.
I don't know. Let me just take a look here.
Are there any? Did you ever look up on IMDb if there's any like trivia on this?
I'll take a look right now.
This blonde right here, she was one of the main characters on a show I watched called Longmire.
Oh yeah, I've seen that show.
Yeah, she was like the female deputy that was like right alongside the main guy.
Yeah, yeah. One thing I find in this movie, I dig the redheaded chick.
Oh yeah, me too. But back to that blonde right there.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Robot Chicken?
Every now and then, yeah.
You know, I forget which character it is. It's like Strawberry Shortcake, but like a real bitchy version.
Yeah,
That's who does the voice of that. Like she does a lot of voices on Robot Chicken.
That's cool. You know, you gotta love something like Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah.
It's completely, you know, out there. Okay. Let's see.
This guy reminds me of what's that black guy's name from Reading Rainbow and Star Trek and everything?
Oh, I want to say Lamar Burton.
Yeah, that's who it is. Doesn't he look like him?
He does, yeah. I love it that, you know, our first thing is like Reading Rainbow and then Star Trek.
Yeah. See, I like this premise though. That's the reason I keep like wanting to like it. Maybe this time I will like. I think it's that intro that just kills it for me every time. So by the time I get to this, it's like I'm just already out of it.
Yeah.
Because think about it. This movie's an hour and a half. That intro is 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of painful.
Yeah, this had to have come out only like a year after H2O, right?
This came out in 2002, so...
That much? Wow, that's like 3 or 4 years after.
Yeah.
This movie feels like it was...
chick here.
Yeah.
Dude, don't go sniffing. It's like...
Hey, that's what they get for leaving them right there in the doorway like that on display. Like a little baby thing.
Yeah, I've got the main actress here, and what she's been in. She's actually been in quite a few things. Let's see. I'm trying to see, like, you know, movie-wise and everything.
Who do you think's hotter, her or the brunette?
The blonde.
That old computer.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
She was in 10 Things I Hate About You. She played Coffee Girl.
Oh, wow. Not
Freaks
even a name.
And Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks. She had to have been a background.
She was Piercing Girl.
Now this dude, I've seen and stuff. The one in the gray. Was he in, was he in Urban No, this would have been after Urban Legend. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, it's kind of annoying trying to look up people's names in this because you don't really know.
Yeah. I know I've seen them and stuff, but dude, I've seen so many movies, though, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
It could have been a Disney Channel special. I have no idea.
Yeah. I've got some trivia here. It says Jamie Lee Curtis was quoted as saying she considered this film a joke.
Interesting. I will say, though, about every Halloween movie is they all feel Halloweenish.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even the decals on the door, like, it feels like a Halloween set movie. Where a lot of movies you see where it'll be on Halloween, you get no vibe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that just kind of kills it, you know?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think Tyra Banks actually used to be hot.
Yeah.
Because now she looks weird, and it's bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to hate on Busta Rhymes, because I used to dig his rapping a lot, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I dig his character in this.
Yeah.
You know, he's believable as kind of like almost like the scummy get-rich-quick type.
Oh, yeah. Did you by the way,
TV
that guy was, you remember what movie he was famous for?
Which one?
The dude who was talking right before this redhead girl?
No,
they'll show him again. They'll show him again. I'll point him out to you. Dude, it's like a famous movie around this time, like a huge pop culture, like huge movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm shocked. When they show him again, you'll have
I'll
see.
take another look at him, yeah.
Also, but what I was saying, did you see on Facebook, though, that some company made an action figure of Busta Rhymes? It may have just been a one-off thing. But dude, it was like, it says like with kung fu action and all that. And
oh, that's awesome.
it even has like a little Michael Myers mask and stuff. It was pretty badass, dude.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Oh my god, dude. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like how stupid is that?
Yeah, I
like
mean,
she screams and the glass breaks.
Yeah. Oh, that just came off as so like, you know, guy watching women in the shower type cringy.
Oh yeah.
You know? Oh god, who better than watch Chun-Li kicking everybody's ass?
Is that a stereotype that black people like kung fu movies though?
I don't know
because
I
of
mean,
like Wu-Tang Clan and stuff, and I even I always see black people talk about Bruce Lee and all that.
Oh yeah, it probably is a stereotype, but I mean, a hell of a lot of people, like I know the Wu-Tang Clan are genuinely into it.
Oh yeah, they'd go to like the old grindhouse theaters and watch them.
Yeah, I think that's probably kind of everyone in that age group, maybe.
Yeah, because and then remember in the 70s you had a lot of like the American people who had like dojos in their houses, and you had like a lot of the amateur martial arts people.
Yeah.
It's like they just get all high on coke and just like do nunchucks in their basement.
Well, you heard about that sword guy, right?
What sword guy?
It was some guy. He was like on the. I seem to think it was Florida. I mean, it's just so easy to say Florida, but he was on
guys
like
even hear about Florida a lot, even up in Canada?
Honestly, Florida Man is possibly the most interesting thing you ever hear. You heard they're doing a movie about it, right?
No.
Apparently they're doing some movie, and it's going to be like, I think the idea is like there's like a madness in Florida that affects people or something, and that's why you get all the Florida Man stories.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, I've lived here most of my life, so I see it every day, but yeah, it's like all rappers are coming from Florida, and everyone's like, oh yeah, of course, it's Florida. And it's like, dude, I was at the gas station the other night, and I was sitting there waiting for my homie to get something in there, and this dude pulls up next to me or whatever in the parking lot, and my window was down and his windows were down. He was like talking to his wife or whatever, and his wife goes in, and I hear the dude say, hey, fuck it, it's Florida, right? And he gets out and he's got no shoes, no pants, no shirt. He's just wearing boxers. And
well,
dude, but just the way he said it though, he was like, as his wife was like, you going in? I don't know what you want. And he's like, it's Florida, fuck it, and he just walks in.
That's awesome. That really is. Oh, another interesting little bit of trivia I got here. Apparently it says, originally, the executives of Miramax wanted to continue the series by creating a whole new story, which didn't have anything to do with Michael Myers after the last film, in a similar manner to Halloween 3. However, poll results conducted throughout fan websites proved the producers that fans wanted Michael Myers to return again.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that'd be cool to see what could have happened if they kept going the route of like Halloween 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact of the matter is, if they hadn't done Halloween 2, had Halloween 2 been Halloween 3, it would have just continued, a different Halloween themed movie every year.
No, I think no matter what, Halloween 3. Or if Halloween 3 was Halloween 2, I still think it would have been bad, because I get people come around and like Halloween 3 a lot, but I'm not a fan of it, man. Like, even if Michael Myers wasn't even in the picture and I went to the theaters and saw that after seeing Halloween 1, I would have been like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
but people swear by part 3, so.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites. I mean, I think, I don't know, it's just you gotta love that.
That guy there though is who I was talking about, not the one with the leather jacket, but
yeah, the other guy.
I can't believe, dude, it's like a famous teen like a movie from like the early 2000s that's like I'm shocked, he was one of the main characters in American Pie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was like one of the main kids. He was dating what the hell's her name? Tara Reid in American
Oh,
Pie.
him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Holy crap! I'd completely forgot.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was shocked you didn't recognize him.
Yeah, well, then again, it has been years since I've watched American Pie. Man, wow. that kind of blows my mind, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's just because,
Yeah, he was like the good kid or whatever.
Yeah.
If you think about this in real life, this show wouldn't do good at all, though. They act like this is going to make some $1 million thing. It's like y'all are streaming it online. You know what I mean?
All this would be, it would be a one-night event that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make any money unless you, like, charge somebody. Even if you charge, you know what I mean? It's just...
I think this is early enough in, like, the internet days...
To where this seemed plausible?
Yeah.
Now, you think that shot was purposefully,
Of course.
Yeah, dude, the gratuitous ass shot. But the thing is, she's wearing, like, work slacks, though.
I know. I love this. It's like, now, how could I kill this guy? I know I'll use this tripod.
This isn't Michael Myers, though, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's like... I love that there's just the one stuck out. And
dude,
apparently
it's so
tripods have spikes on them.
Dude. Yeah. Like, if this was a different slasher, like not Michael Myers, it would be... I mean, I guess it's cool. Like, it's just that view right there I don't like.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet, though.
Yeah.
Right in the throat. It's just that POV shot of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That mask, though, that is a sweet-ass looking mask.
Yeah. I have to admit, though, I could probably do without the mascara around the eyes, but,
Yeah. So far I'm digging it more than I usually do. Maybe it's because I'm talking during it, but I don't know. But
Could be.
So far, but if I put that intro to the side and just talk about this portion of it, I'm kind of digging it. It has like a fun feeling to it. I get the hate, but I don't at the same time so far.
I always reckon this is a popcorn movie.
Yeah, exactly. This is like the kind you smoke or drink with your homies or whatever.
Exactly. It's a turn your brain off and just enjoy the fun time,
Yeah, but you could see how like hardcore Michael Myers fans would feel disrespected or whatever.
Definitely.
But I mean, you're 7 in at this point. What do you expect? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's only short of sending him to space. What else can you do?
You know what else I think should be a big no-no for movies like this? Yeah. Don't hire like really recognizable known people, like Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks. You know what I mean?
It kind of
a big franchise. Like if you're gonna get a real respected franchise like this, and just say like if you're making Halloween 10 and George Clooney is the main character, it just ain't gonna work. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, that's the sort of thing that makes horror awesome. The fact that you can get like essentially no-name actors, and put them all together, and it works.
And you said this is from 2002, so this was around when the 8 Mile came out. So they were probably trying to put rappers in a lot of movies because 8 Mile did so good.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this, apparently these cameras and everything are like actually like working.
Oh wow! So they're actually filming this stuff on their heads and stuff.
Yeah. What you're seeing from their like point of view or whatever is, the actual footage.
So they essentially did the same tactics Blair Witch did, where they filmed their own stuff and then filmmakers pieced it together.
Yeah. From what I know, though, they had to like essentially teach people to like, if you're talking to someone, like look at their like left ear. Because then the camera will be facing right into their face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just love the fact that, they think that, this is, like, real at this point,
Yeah, they believe it and everything.
Yeah. It's like, this place would have been gone over with a fine-tooth comb by the police after the fact, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it's like they act like it's like, oh, we're gonna spend the night in the Conjuring house and everything. It's like,
yeah,
it's almost the equivalent of like, we're gonna spend the night at Gacy's house, but Gacy's been dead forever, so it's like it wouldn't really be that freaky. You know what I mean?
No. Oh, speaking of that, apparently someone's selling a house on the land that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Gacy's house was on, so kind of interesting.
I mean, it's cool or whatever, but it's almost like I would want the actual house. I know that's sick to say, but
no, I get what you mean.
Because it's like just the land. I mean, I would still buy it, but it would just be like it's not as cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, except for the fact there could probably still be bodies there somewhere.
Yeah.
You never know. Man, that redhead chick, man.
You think she's the hottest of all these women?
Well, yeah, but then again, I have a thing for redheads, so, you know.
You know what other movie that redhead played in, right?
What?
Are you pretty familiar with Scream 4?
Yeah.
You remember the dumb blonde deputy or whatever that like was making cookies for Deputy Dewey and all that?
Yeah.
That's who that is.
Really?
Yeah. She was blonde, remember?
Damn.
Yeah, but that's that deputy who was making him cookies and all that.
Yeah. Oh, that was the worst joke. Well, not even joke. That was the worst pickup line I've ever heard. Those are great legs. What time do they open? Like, ugh.
The
really?
knife, dude. That's like the biggest butcher knife I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
Do they even make butcher knives that big? Like, the thing's like the size of his arm.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they do big butcher knives, but that is like that thing's almost a sword.
I know.
Oh man. Yeah, apparently the idea originally with this, when they were gonna release it, the director wanted to do something where, like, everyone, like all the, how can I put this? It's like you could follow one character.
Oh, okay.
So the movie would start, and like, say you wanted to follow the black guy, you could whenever you wanted go onto his camera and watch what's going on with him. You know, it would have been interesting.
I mean, it's a pretty yeah. I mean, it's a cool idea. That it was just, I don't even know how they'd pull it off, honestly.
See, they could do it now.
Yeah, with like a choose your own adventure type thing on Blu-ray and all that. I mean, think of you know how they're doing the Black Mirror like Bandersnatch or whatever?
Yeah.
Where you could like choose your own how it ends and all that. Like, that would be good for something like that. They need to do more stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and you can do it on Blu-ray because, you know, the sheer size of Blu-ray discs and everything, you can load it up with extra features and everything.
Yeah, did you know the actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah.
That's a badass scene right there. That pan up. But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's trying to make a horror movie where you have your cell phones with you in the theater or something like that, and it'll stop and the audience votes. Like, or there's something where it'll, like, the movie will pause and it'll be like the whole audience has to vote what happens next out of certain options, and whatever gets the most votes will go. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. In theory, it could work and it could be really fun, but
on the downside, you have the thing though where it's like, what if you saw the movie one way, the audience picked these decisions, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go see it again. I want to see how it would end if we pick these decisions.
And they pick the same ones again.
Yeah, that's the only thing that would like kind of be lame about that.
Yeah, it would work more in like on Blu-ray, really.
Do you remember? I think the closest thing to that they were able to pull off with that I thought was cool was, you remember, was it Unfriended or what's the other one? Remember where, depending on what theater you went to, you had different ending? Like, I had the one where he was buried alive or something, and the people...
Unfriended Deep Web, the sequel.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny though, because apparently some theaters got all the endings.
What, just one after another or whatever?
Yeah, you saw it, you got one ending, and then it cut back to the part where it starts, and then you get the second one.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it was I don't think it was supposed to happen. I think it was a complete goof. But, you know, it's one of those things. I mean,
see, now that looks straight up like a set, dude.
Yeah, 100%. Doesn't look a thing like a real, like, abandoned house or anything.
No, but I like the stuff like this, though. It makes it feel Halloween-like.
Yeah, it's, you know, set dressing and everything. It's what makes a movie. It really is. And, like, if you have a good, like, prop person and everything, they can make it look like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I just love this, you know, it's like everyone else is having parties, like, here, I was gonna go on the computer.
And like, how boring would this be, dude? It's almost like Ghost Hunters, dude, but without any of the stories or anything. You're just watching people walk around a house.
Yeah.
That you know damn well, like, you know, you don't expect the killer to be real or whatever, but it's like, so wait, you want to watch these people just walk around so bad you're dipping out of a party you're physically at? Like,
yeah.
It's stuff like that that takes me out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of like, it's not like, there was another gratuitous ass shot.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's like some giant place. You know, it's like
it's a small house, and you're just gonna, you know what I mean? The only way they make it interesting is, like, if I was the producer, I'd hire, like, porn stars and stuff, you know what I mean, that's gonna make it interesting for the people paying to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. Like, what would people think? I mean, like, you can
like
understand.
That. You're gonna watch like, that, you know what I mean? In real time, you're gonna stream in and just watch her brush her hair.
Yeah. I just think, you know, like, you can understand it, like, with, like, a show like Ghost Hunters or whatever, simply because you could be like, you know what, maybe we'll see, like, a ghost or something.
Yeah, and they edit it together, and they're telling stories and why this may happen or whatever. The here, it's just like, yeah, we're gonna just chill, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, this worst case situation. The actual killer's going to come back and kill a bunch of people on screen.
Yeah. I hate this fake out here.
Yeah. No.
See, they couldn't even do us a solid and actually show them, dude.
Yeah. Well, we get the redheads, so.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is she doing to where we would see that?
They're in the basement, her and the leather jacket guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love it, just, you know, it's the leather jacket guy.
Yeah, the dude who's too cool for school, he was just, like, lurking in the back when they were talking.
Yeah. And he was going on about, like, the dark heart of the serial killer, and it's like, really? And, man, this guy, man. I love this.
Yeah, dude, the dude looks like he has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to be with the... I wonder what he's supposed to be dressed at. He had the varsity jacket and the painted on freckles. Archie, maybe, or something? I don't know.
Maybe that guy from Bully, that game.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been out, I don't think, by this time.
I don't know. It's been years since I played that. I don't know.
This dude in the leather jacket, dude. He, you remember the guy from Hangman? Or the father in Hangman, and he was in like 6 Feet Under and a bunch of stuff. Jeremy Sisto.
Yeah.
That guy looks just like him.
He does. He's Walmart Jeremy Sisto.
Dude, and you mean to tell me people are paying in and they gotta watch that fuzzy ass camera? Like the, you know what I mean? Busta Rhymes couldn't even put good lighting in here.
Yeah.
She actually looks like the lead in a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. Or wait, what's the one with the brother that looks like Christian Slater? Is that 4 or 5?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She does. She's got that.
You sure that's 4, the one with where she has the nunchucks and you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I purposely try not to watch 5.
Who was the lead in 5, dude? I can't remember.
It was her again, but you know, it just, you know, a 3-person body count. You know, I find it hard to.
So wait, what? Man, I'm confused. I know 4 was the Rennie Harlan one, and that's the one where I had and then 5 was
5 was like the dream child.
Oh yeah. You're right. Where she gets pregnant. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Have you ever heard Rennie Harlan talk about how he was gonna bring Freddy Krueger back?
I know he talks about it in the documentary. All I remember was
he's just standing there and he's like, they're like, well, how are you gonna bring him back? He was like, a dog will piss fire.
Oh yeah.
And I was just thought like, there you go.
I love that story too. He tells where he talk about the dress, like that chick wouldn't wear a bikini for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that almost pissed me off. It's like, dude, these companies paying you crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna wear a bikini? She acted like they were trying to get her to, like, you know, do something crazy. It's like,
yeah,
you're still wearing a bikini. Like, what? If she would have refused that, if I was Rennie Harlan, I would have been like, nah. You know what I mean?
No, I'd just like, get out.
Yeah.
We can get someone else. I mean, you know, there's thousands upon thousands of actresses that would have jumped at the chance.
I know, and then you see her now, and she's all puffed up with Botox and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a flashback to Candyman?
I could see that.
Yeah, just busting through the mirror like that.
Yeah, I could see it.
Oh, I love that, dude. The knife in the head.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how possible do you think that is? Like
to stab someone in the head?
Yeah, like, you think the knife will go through a skull like that?
It can. I've seen. I saw a video thing of this dude that got stabbed in the head. He'd survived it, but he was at the hospital and he had this knife stuck like 3/4 of the way into his head.
Wow. Like, I've seen stuff crazy. Like, you know, poles or rebarb or whatever stuck in people's heads, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think it would be easy. Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, look at Lords of Chaos. You know, that headshot at the end of that with the knife.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and, like, you know, he's, like, trying to pull it out and everything, and it's wedged in there. And, I know when you hear Varg Vikernes talk about it, he said, like, it wasn't easy to stab him in the head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I joined some Vinegar Syndrome fan page or whatever yesterday.
Yeah.
And some people were saying, like, yesterday that they got the notification that their Amityville stuff sent out.
Oh, cool.
So in the next, like, day or two, it should definitely be sent out. I guess they're doing it in order of the pre-orders.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you order yours from Vinegar Syndrome, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered mine through Diabolic, but, you know...
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. They're,
Oh, man. Dude, so I don't think you'll get yours the 2 weeks early, or the week early.
I don't know. I think Diabolic get Vinegar Syndrome early.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're, I love this. It's like some giant...
What made you go with Diabolic?
It was just cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, to ship to Canada is such, like, a lot of money.
Yeah.
That, you know, Diabolic tend to be pretty reasonable for shipping up here.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, never dealt with Vinegar Syndrome directly, so I didn't know, and I didn't really want to risk it on something that I really kind of wanted, you know?
Oh, dude, I don't think you'd get screwed over by Vinegar Syndrome.
I'm sure I probably wouldn't. I just wouldn't want, you know, like, you know, pay like $50 for the set and then have to pay like $30 for shipping or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I know Diabolic. You know, I ordered that and American Werewolf, and I think shipping was like $12 or something like that. So.
Did your American Werewolf ship out yet?
Not yet. Since I ordered them at the same time.
So they're shipping them together. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's
the cover to that American Werewolf is beautiful, but it's just I don't like the movie enough to pay $35 for it.
See, honestly, I jumped on it because I love it.
Yeah.
And that's one I definitely wanted the poster for.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's the same with me with Shram, you know what I mean? I had already owned that Cult Epics Blu-ray, but I saw Arrow released a legit edition, like a beautiful edition, $35, and it was the same way. I jumped on it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how it is with us fans,
Just them certain movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, she really is kind of hot.
Yeah, dude. I've noticed with movies recently, dude, I don't know what it is, but I've been buying a lot of movies just based on if the main actress is, like, smoking or not. I don't know why, dude, but, like, and I'm picky when it comes to women like that.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot for an actress for me to be like, holy shit, because you know what I mean? I live in Florida, dude. We have the most popular beach in all of the USA.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, I see beautiful women all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it takes a lot, dude, for me to just be like, holy shit, dude. Like Vera Farmiga, from Conjuring and Bates Motel.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when I first saw her, dude, I was like, holy shit. And then, like, Alicia Silverstone and stuff, but, dude. And obviously Julia Binoche. I'm not going to keep bringing her up because I'll sound crazy. but... Like, dude, I feel like every time I talk to people, she gets brought up. But, like, that movie Venom, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I just ordered that from Grindhouse. Like, the cover, it's like this chick. Have you seen the cover? It's like this chick. She's almost, like, kneeling down in, like, real skimpy underwear.
Yeah.
But, dude, just the way she looked on it, dude, I was like, I gotta get this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea what it was about. I knew nothing. I just knew it was Blue Underground. And that was the cover, and I was like, I gotta get it.
Yeah, I hear ya.
And it's funny, there was a single disc edition. Like Grindhouse had two different versions. The one I got was $22. Yeah. With that cover, and I think it has a DVD copy of it. That's the only extra that the single disc version doesn't have. But the single disc version has like a normal Blu-ray case, and the cover is just like a hand holding a gun with like a snake wrapped around the arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of a shitty cover, dude. So, and that was only $14.99. So it's like, I love the cover so much, I literally paid $7 extra just to have that cover.
Nothing wrong with that, Good artwork is good artwork, honestly.
Yeah, man. So I'm pretty hyped to watch that. It's actually on my list of stuff for tonight. And that Red Queen Kills 7 Time or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like, I guess the lead actress is like something Boucher or something like that, or I don't know her name, but she was smoking hot, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed recently, like, a lot of the Paul Naschy flicks have some really hot women in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, really smoking.
Yeah.
And they're older movies, but they're still damn hot.
Speaking of titties, we finally saw the Redhead Girls.
Yep.
Dude, what's with Michael Myers and breaking through walls, dude?
I don't know. Well, this is just a bunch of fake skeletons, but
but dude, it's like this is like the 4th wall bust through or whatever.
I think they just really like busting through walls. Like,
all his victims.
Oh, his victims. It's like, no, it isn't. They found all his victims. Like, what, he was killing these when he was a kid and putting them behind the things? All his victims. Oh, no. It's like, no. It's like, this is an arm that says made in China.
Wow. And these people actually think this is all real.
Yeah. Made in Taiwan.
The eye holes in this mask, actually, now that I look at it, are way too big.
Yeah, I mean, I've always... I just love this also, the fact, like, it's so obviously a black guy You know? It's like, you're not gonna fool anybody.
You think they gave him a different? Do you think they made a different mask just for Busta Rhymes, or do you think it's the exact same one?
I think it's a different mask, and I think they did it. No,
but I mean, you think it's the same exact sculpt and everything, like same dimensions?
No, I think it's a different sculpt. I think there's a bit of a difference. And I think they purposely made the eyes in that one a bit bigger.
Yeah. I love this part, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you think about it, that's such a stupid image, dude.
Oh, it completely is. But at the same time, if you were, watching it, really happen, you'd be like...
like that.
I like how they keep the real Michael in, his eyes and everything in shadow.
Yeah. Is yours grainy, though? Is there a lot of grain in your image
there
here?
Is. Yeah. There is. There isn't there.
There.
Yeah. When you're seeing Michael, there's a lot of grain. When you're seeing Busta Rhymes, not so much. I mean, dude, you're poking Michael Myers in the head. I mean,
that's the moment, though, where I was like, wow, that's a lot of disrespect.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I just love the fact he listens.
Yeah.
Michael's
it doesn't just stab him right there.
Okay. Yeah, because pretty much any other Michael Myers from any other movies would have just shanked him one. He's just like, okay, I guess I'll go. I wouldn't want him to come.
Yeah, that mask, the more I look at it, looks really terrible. The Busta Rhymes one.
Yeah, and it's tight on his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, almost like Halloween 2.
Yeah. I mean, the mask itself in Halloween 2 looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But it does
look
like...
It's too wide.
It feels like it's too tight on his face.
Yeah. The worst one I think of all of them is part 5, though.
With that, pixie nose?
Yeah, that's a weird mask, dude.
Yeah, it's got curled up nose. It's like, really? It's like that's what you're
part
going
4, it looks bad too, but I like it though. It's like a nostalgic. The part 4 mask is actually the most nostalgic to me.
Yeah, I always find the part 4 mask. Know what it looks like? It looks like if you imagine. How can I put this? Like someone had made a mask, and then someone made a ripoff of it.
Yeah.
And it's like a bad bootleg
of
that mask. That's what the part 4 mask looks like. It looks like a bootleg of the original mask.
Yeah. You ever...
it works, though, because you see him steal it, so...
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites. But you ever heard of a YouTube channel called We Watched a Movie?
We Watched a Movie? That name is very familiar.
It has a theme We Watched a Movie, but it's whatever. But it's these two dudes, and they... basically review horror movies and stuff, but it's a really good channel, dude. You should subscribe to them. But they're big Halloween fans, and they do these videos where it's they just scour the internet and find just all these terrible knockoff Michael Myers masks, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a cool little throwback to the first Halloween there.
Yeah.
He's been feasting on rats.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the fact of the matter is this: that would not still be alive.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's done.
That rat is missing 90% of its anatomy. It would be quite dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this here is kind of an example of what the director was saying that time about how it would work. If you went back to this girl's footage for the rest of the movie, you just see her she gets spiked on this thing or whatever. You just see her view, Yeah. But maybe you'd see some rats running around or something. But it would be neat. But it would, I don't know. It would kind of take away from the film experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like the way he looks right there, though.
Yeah. Hey, stay away from me. Ah! I love that. It's just...
He does that in Halloween 6, remember, too?
Yeah.
He likes impaling people and stuff.
Yes, he does. Yeah, so, like, the idea would be if you cut back to her footage, like, that is what you'd see. Like, her point of view looking slightly at the ceiling or something.
Yeah, but do they not do that?
No, I mean, I don't think the technology was up to it at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, now they could do it with Blu-ray and everything, but, you know, like that would be what you'd see.
Yeah.
I think she was really just killed. It's like, yeah.
Oh, do you want to know something? What I just saw, too, if they show him again? That guy in the red smoker's jacket in the back?
Yeah.
Dude, I think he was the stoner in Freddy vs. Jason. Like, I'd have to see it again. But
yeah,
dude, he looked a lot like him. You know the one that wears the stoner in it? Freddy kills him like as a slug or whatever.
Yeah. that was honestly possibly one of the best kills in the movie. I mean, just due to the fact, you know, he gets completely cut in half. I love that, just coming out of the darkness.
Yep.
It would be better if it wasn't as grainy, though.
I know, dude. This is probably one of the worst transfers in the whole box set.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, Part 1 looks phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. You haven't even seen Part 1 on 4K, dude.
No,
it looks even better, dude.
That would be awesome. I mean, I saw the 4K transfer in theaters.
Oh, okay.
You know, but then again, you know, it's in theater, so you know, you won't really see the difference. As opposed to seeing it.
You see like differences in like the night scenes in the 4K disc.
Yeah.
Because, dude, like, 4K movies, the older movie, like, it's getting to the point where, like, new movies, I probably wouldn't even bother picking them up on 4K, but old movies, dude, like The Shining, dude, like, people, I've saw some reviews where they're saying, like, The Shining is, like, one of the best 4K discs released.
I've heard that, yeah. Apparently there's a different color timing in it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I bought it, but I had returned it. Because I'm just gonna wait for Black Friday, because I could probably get it for like $7-10. Because right now it's $25, and I'm good on paying that right now.
You gonna grab the Steelbook?
If it's on sale, cheap enough. But I'm not a Steelbook guy, dude.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good looking Steelbook.
It is a nice looking Steelbook, but for the majority of stuff, I'm not into them. There is one Steelbook I wanted to get, dude. Like, I showed it in that video where I went to Best Buy, that Leprechaun Steelbook.
Yeah.
Where it has, like, the cover of the Part 1, but it's on a Steelbook, dude. It was a really classy-looking Steelbook.
Yeah. I dig Steelbooks as long as, you know, they look classy.
Yeah.
You know, and I really dig whatchamacallit, who are doing Steelbooks now.
Scream Factory?
No, they just did, yeah, Mill Creek, because they're doing them and they're all coming in like with like plastic slip cases.
Oh yeah, they do them like Mondo, where it has the heavy duty plastic.
I dig that. I think that's a great idea. I mean, it just adds something to it as well, you know.
Yeah, they just released them Ultraman ones.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, next month, are you for sure getting that Godzilla set?
Probably for Christmas. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big. It's a lot to pull out.
I mean, you're essentially paying $200.
Yeah, but
after
then again,
tax, it'll be like $185 probably.
Yeah. Then again, though, it is like 14, 15 movies, something like that.
Yeah, I'm still debating it. Like, it's I want it, but then again, I'm not a giant, like, kaijus and stuff aren't my thing. You know what I mean? So it would almost be like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the cover. Like, I like some of the art for the movies they picked in it.
Yeah.
But, dude, I would rather have, like, a normal box set, like... I don't know. Like, have you seen the Criterion box set of, like, basically any of their box sets?
Yeah.
What the hell's the guy's name?
They do some pretty nice box sets when, like, just standard box sets.
Yeah, like, even if they did it, like, almost like the Halloween box set, but instead of cases, like, Criterion does the little mini digipacks in one big box.
Yeah.
Like, I love that right there.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather have, like, them each their own thing. I'm not a big fan of the whole book thing, because, like, you have to pretty much display it like a book or like on a stand or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I have a set of Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
The Chinese show, and it's something like 24 discs or something, and it's in like this big book, and I find it really difficult to put it anywhere.
Yeah, because you know that Godzilla book's supposed to be huge, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be nice if they did all single releases.
Yeah, or at least the main ones.
Yeah, I mean, especially Godzilla Raids Again.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I really do. Since I just love it's like, I'm gonna stare at the guy and get my head mushed.
The thing is, though, if I had to choose, I'd pick the Ingmar Bergman set over the Godzilla one personally.
That's a nice looking set.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna definitely try to pick it up next month during the Criterion sale.
Yeah. Well, hell, I'm not the hugest Ingmar Bergman fan, but I love The Seventh Seal.
Why is his films too almost like boring for you?
A lot of the times, yeah. They're just like, I don't know. I tend to like my movies like dark and horrific.
Yeah. It's weird, dude. Like, as I get older, I'm real in, like, I don't know if I would call myself a hipster or anything, but I've noticed, dude, I like a lot of arty films now, dude. I think it's because I get burnt out on, like, I love horror. It's my main passion, obviously.
Yeah.
I have horror shit all over my body. All my money goes towards horror movies and stuff, but,
yeah.
Sometimes you just get burnt out.
Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, I'm quite sure at the end of this month I'll be burned out. I usually am. Usually what happens with me is all of October, I watch horror movies all the way through, obviously, for 31 Days of Horror.
Yeah.
But then when November rolls around, I end up just watching like war movies and stuff.
Yeah, or Asian movies or whatever.
Yeah, just going like in a completely different direction. And honestly, one thing that I always dig, and there's not really enough of them out there, but the film noir stuff.
Yeah.
Recently, there have been like a few of those Blu-ray sets that have come out.
Dude, those are nice, dude, where they got like 8 or 9 noir films on them.
Yeah, I've been considering picking them up, honestly.
I considered it too, dude, just for how many you get on one.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, noir films are fun.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would like to see. I'd like to see a horror movie done as like a film noir.
Yeah. I'm sure they're out there.
You can do it.
I mean, you have sci-fi movies that are kind of noirish, like Dark City and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I think it would be. I love that he's stuck to the door.
Yeah, even though physics wouldn't even let that happen.
Yeah, I'd be like, no,
But then you'd have to complain about Halloween 1 also.
That's true. Well, but then again, that was a wall.
Yeah. Well, it was actually, I think it was like a cupboard.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's a really talented actress. It's like
it's hard to believe this movie's already almost over.
I know.
I'm starting to come back around though to where I'm like, yeah, the movie's kind of poo-poo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just love the fact he calls himself Deckard. It's like of all the possible names he picks up from
Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'll call myself Deckard.
And they're dressed up as Oh, what the hell are they?
From
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. See, the thing is, you couldn't do that nowadays.
Why?
You dress up as a guy from Pulp Fiction, and they'd be like, "You're what's cultural appropriation of black people."
Oh yeah.
It's like, screw you, grow some balls.
Dude, this movie, if I would have saw this in theaters, thank God I didn't. Mm-hmm. Dude, I would have walked out pissed, dude.
I did see this in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't walk out of it just because,
No, I didn't. I wouldn't walk out midway. I'm talking about like once the credits rolled, I'd walk out and be like, "Wow."
I just found it to be a very weak entry in the series, but it was Michael Myers.
Yeah, did you buy this on VHS when it first dropped on VHS?
Yeah.
Or was this a DVD or?
I think it might have been VHS. I know I had Halloween H2O on VHS.
Yeah, I did too. I know the first time I saw this movie, it was on VHS.
Yeah, I think it was VHS
that guy in the red is the dude from Freddy vs. Jason. Like, dude, it looks just like him. I bet you it is.
It could very well be.
Because Freddy vs. Jason was only, what, a year or two after this?
Yeah, I think about 2 years after this.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, Michael Myers just goes head first into stuff.
I know, I don't get it.
Like, he doesn't even use his hands or his arms, he just bashes his head through stuff.
Oh, man.
And could you imagine how annoying it would be to watch this on a stream when people's heads are moving and all that?
Oh, definitely. Deckard, where is he? It's like hallway.
I forget how this. I know there's like a big fire. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we end up with Marshmallow Head Myers, which is actually possibly the creepiest scene in the entire movie.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it looks like.
It looks like a marshmallow shoved in a fire. Pretty much, like if you imagine taking a stick, putting a marshmallow on the end, lighting it on fire, and it'd be all crispy.
Were you hoping Halloween 2018 you would show his marshmallow head?
That would have been interesting, to say the least.
Are you
how the hell he's going to survive.
Oh, they'll come up with some way.
Yeah, of course.
Are you rewatching Halloween 2018 before the Halloween?
Probably, yeah. Because it's an awesome movie.
Yeah, we didn't do anything for that movie, did we?
I don't know. I think we talked about it. I think we talked about it on the best of 2018.
Yeah, dude, on a Halloween Eve, dude, we ought to do something on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, do a commentary on it.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, it's a fun one. And here we go. I'm gonna kung fu his ass.
Yeah, I'm kind of dying to watch it again too.
Yeah. I love this. It's the sort of thing. It's a valid choice to kung fu Michael Myers, because I mean, let's be honest, no one's ever kung fu'd Michael Myers.
No, and think about it. Jason, remember the one black guy in that was fighting Jason?
He boxed him. It didn't work very well. I just love that he can do that kick.
Yeah. You like how they foreshadowed it by him watching the kung fu movies?
Yeah. Like, oh shit.
See, I wish Michael Myers was more badass in this movie. You know what I mean? That's the only problem, dude.
Yeah, I mean...
he should be like how he was in Michael Myers Halloween 2 in the beginning. Like, right when Homeboy started kicking him, he should have just, you know what I mean, just...
Yeah.
Just brutalized him, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, him doing the sounds and everything.
I know. I love that, though, that he just kicks him out of a window. You know, apparently he's so badass that he can just, kick Michael Myers out of a window. But like all good horror villains, you can't hang them because it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is a cool scene, though, right there.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing, I mean, it may sound weird to say, but I would have preferred that to have been like, like an Asian guy that kung fu'd him.
You like, too, that none of the people watching called the cops or anything?
Well, yeah. Well, I guess that's the sort of thing. That's what you would do. You would assume it's all fake.
But, I mean, when you have the one chick, like, texting you and being like, where is he and all this stuff?
Yeah. I swear on my soul, I had no idea. It's like, yeah, sorry, you're not the greatest actor. He's still alive. Oh, shit. I was totally, when I first saw that, I was totally expecting to be like, oh, shit, here we go again.
Oh, yeah, that meme?
Yeah. It would be kind of awesome, honestly. Yeah, man.
I can't remember, did they show what happened to Tyra Banks or no?
Not yet. Like, where is he? In the house. It's like, gee, and I love that, Michael Myers is like a serial killing, like, machine, but he just stabs him in the shoulder. Other people he sticks to walls and doors and everything, but, Busta Rhymes, he's so impressed with his kung fu that he just stabs him in the shoulders.
Did LeVar Burton have more knives stuck in him?
He had 3, yeah. He stuck him twice, and then he picked up another one and stuck him again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's the sort of thing. He should have been more brutal in this.
Yeah, definitely. It would have made it better if he just see, if to me Michael Myers should be like how he was in Rob Zombie's Part 2, just in the beginning though, like all the time, dude. Like, even though I don't like Halloween 2, dude, that opening scene with him in the hospital.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite, dude. Michael Myers right there, just that opening, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's the sheer brutality of him and everything.
It is because he's vicious, quick, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
and like here they have him walking like a little old man or something. You know what I mean? Like it's Don Knotts from Andy Griffith as him or something. Yeah. But it's like, dude, what I mean? You need someone that's just forceful with it. That's coming.
Yeah. Well, hell, in the 2018 one's a good example. Like where he just he's walking along and like sees that old woman, just grabs a hammer and takes her out.
Yeah. Plus, he was good in I like the H2O one too. It was just the right amount of brutal and.
Yeah, this one he seems almost, I don't know, just kind of lame.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he's. It's not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but he's quite brutal in Part 5.
Yeah.
Even though the movie itself is kind of.
I hate Part 5, dude.
It feels like filler.
Yeah, I can't stand it. I think what also I don't is Danielle Harris. I'm not a fan of her, dude. Like I think she's hot, but like in the whole Part 4 or 5 though, that doesn't matter because she's a little girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I find her brutally annoying.
I find her better as an adult actress.
Yeah.
Than as a kid. But then again, I'm not a fan of child actors.
No. I like that blonde chick though, who was her older adoptive sister in Part 4 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought she was really hot, and then Tina, or whatever her name was, I thought she was real hot, but she was real annoying. Yeah. You know who I think one of the hottest women is in horror, dude? Is Tina from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
The Amanda Wyss, or whatever her name is, that blonde chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot, dude.
Yeah.
Even today.
Yeah.
Where Heather Langenkamp looks all butch and stuff now, but dude, Tina though still looks amazing.
Yeah. I just love the fact that she comes out and she's swinging around this chainsaw and she's like, this is for such a body and this is for someone else. It's like, that's time you could be better spent, attacking him with the chainsaw.
Oh, that's with all movies. That's with like action villains, like villains in action movies.
Yeah.
Where it's like they could kill you, but they're going to give you their whole spiel, just enough time for you to stop them.
Nah. Honestly, you know what I would like to see? It's going to sound really weird, but you know how she came in and she slipped on the blood?
Yeah.
I would like to see a scene where Michael Myers comes in and just sort of staggers on the blood.
Yeah.
Like it would be like, he's, how could I put it? It's, and like, look at that. Of all the, honestly, that's the kind of, mentality. When you see those videos where, not videos, like they're like infomercials and they're like, you can't cut up like an onion with this machine or whatever, and then they're like throwing it all around because they're like retarded or something.
Yeah.
That's the same type of thing that gets your legs caught up in stuff like that. It's like Special Olympics type.
Yeah.
And now we got more kung fu.
Yeah, dude, like.
He's like, really? Like, I thought I killed you.
Yeah, they made, like, Michael Myers like a brainless, like, idiot in this one.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one moment of him thinking.
Like, I lost all respect for it when Homeboy was tapping Michael Myers on his forehead or whatever.
Yeah, and he just kind of let him. He's like, no. It's like, he's able to do this, but he's not able to, to kill him. He just stabbed him in the shoulder. I honestly, I kept expecting, and wow. Really, right in the dick.
Do you think when they were making this, they were like, oh yeah, this is going to be a scary movie? Or do you think they knew, like, this is goofy?
I think they knew it was goofy. I think there were some genuine, like, scare type scenes that they tried to put in. Oh man. Yeah, and look, and like he can just, pull that stuff off him, no problem. Yeah, and if you have time to stand around and say that, you have time to get her out of the place. And now we have Marshmallow
Dude, look
Myers.
how grainy that is. Like, there's no reason that should have been grainy.
I know, and it's like a scene, like this scene isn't grainy.
No. There's a little grain, but not...
A little, but not like there was just then, It's like what? Did they have, like, two different cameras? And one of them just, like, didn't know how to film?
Well, I mean, they could have been, like, that movie, The Room.
Yeah.
They taped a film camera and a digital camera side by side because Tommy Wiseau wasn't sure what the future was, if digital filmmaking or film was the future, so he just did it so every scene is off kilter a little bit because nothing's centered. You still haven't watched that movie?
I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, man. It's so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out and put it on my desk or something. I think that might be that guy from.
It is. I could tell it is.
Yeah, I love this here. He comes up here and he's like, the fact of the matter is, he's the one that's going to be hit by all the lawsuits from all the families.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is completely, he's like,
screwed.
Yeah, he's up shit creek.
Wouldn't it have been cool if there was like a little, since Scream was owned by Dimension, wouldn't it be cool if you saw Gale Weathers, like in this group of reporters, just like a little nod to Scream or whatever?
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, because they're both owned by the same thing. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, it's this sort of thing. Little things like that are good.
Yeah, you could tell this was really influenced by Scream. Like, they tried to go real meta with it.
Yeah. and it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
I think when it comes
is
to
way better than this, dude.
Oh yeah, I still think when it comes to meta horror, probably the best is Behind the Mask.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Yeah, I wish they'd do a sequel to that.
I know. I still need to get that Scream Factory Blu-ray.
It's pretty good.
You have it?
Yeah, and here we go, Marshmallow Myers. Like some chicken fried motherfucker. I kept wanting him to, like, I don't know, like start choking Michael Myers out with his dreadlocks or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever you call those things. They're not really dreadlocks.
What are they going to show his face here?
Yeah. You get your lucky night. You got a celebrity.
That is badass.
Yeah.
I mean, would they just drop it off at a regular morgue or what?
Well, what else could you do? I mean, it's a body.
Yeah, well, like I would think like the government will want. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ship them off to Area 51.
Yeah, there we go. With all the Naruto runners and everyone. There it is.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
Marshmallow Myers. I'm right though, aren't I? He totally looks like a marshmallow on a stick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks without hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Dude, and that font right there,
ugh.
That's the Scream font, dude.
I know. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's the exact font the Scream stuff is in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, man. These credits look like something you'd see on like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. No, I'm willing to bet you that's the exact same credits of Scream.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I mean, they're both owned by Miramax, so.
Yeah.
So hope y'all enjoyed our commentary for Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, guys, Corey Script.
BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.